Okay, so hello. It's been a while. Um, so I I went back and the um I went back and I watched the VOD, the stream we just did, and I was kind of disappointed with myself that like several times during the stream I was basically talking at like a normal volume, not ASMR. So I wanted to like do like a really short stream, maybe like 30 minutes, just to prove to myself that I can actually maintain a consistently soft and quiet like tone for like a period of time. And I think, I don't know, ASMR might actually be pretty hard for me to do because like I laugh a lot. Hi Pixel. Oh god, I guess I'll just repeat myself. So after the stream, I went back and watched the VOD, and I was disappointed that like there were times when where it basically sounded like I was talking at full volume. So like I, I'm like I think it's because like I laugh a lot. I mean ASMR is like really hard for me because I'm just like really like I laugh a lot. So it's like really hard for me to like remember to like keep my voice at a like consistent volume. So I wanted to do this stream just to prove to myself that I can like do that for like 30 minutes or something. Cause like, oh my god. There were parts of the VOD when I listened back to it that it literally just sounds like me talking normally, and it's like, it's probably so disappointing for people that actually listen to ASMR. Oh my god. So now we're here. I don't know what to talk about, but we're gonna do it quietly and softly. You think my voice is pretty soft spoken enough? Really? I went back in the VOD and I was like, wait a minute, this just sounds like me talking. I don't like when I listen to other people's ASMR, it sounds like ASMR. Like it sounds like they're like, it sounds like they're talking like quietly. When I listen to my ASMR, it just sounds like I'm talking. It doesn't sound like ASMR at all. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But like, I don't know. Oh, they whispering? It's super quiet? Yeah, I was doing that earlier, but like, you're right, it is super quiet. Like, if I whisper, it becomes like kind of hard to like even understand what I'm saying. It becomes like really difficult to understand what I'm saying, and it's like super quiet. Like, I can whisper like this. Like, I think it just sounds weird. I don't even know if you guys picked all that up because it was so quiet. I mean, okay, listen. Even if that's the case, right? Objectively, like, I need to stop, like, laughing on when I do this. It's so hard not to laugh, dude. It's so hard. I like laugh and my volume goes. Oh my god. I know you're right. No, I agree, but it's like adverse to like the point of ASMR. Like if I'm like not being consistent in my cadence and my tone, it's like very disruptive for the listener, right? What I do, I literally like when I begin to laugh, I literally cup my hand or my face in my hands and try to like keep as much of it in as I possibly can. A pillow for laugh dampening? Are you serious? Do you really think I should do that? Like have a pillow next to me for when I'm about to smirk and just throw it against my face? I mean that's probably not a terrible idea considering I don't think I'm gonna be able to like I don't think I have the self-control not to laugh, honestly. Oh man. ASMR is hard. Cute factor. I don't know about cute factor. It takes practice, but you likely can learn to mentally redirect/channel that energy before it turns into a laugh. Okay, but also like I was like taking a look at the other like VTubers channels and like so for the last part of that stream I had my headphones on, so I kind of like lost a bit of like awareness of how loud I was being. Um I watched who was it? What was her name? Coma VT? I watched the VOD back for like where she's asking me if I like dinosaurs. I thought it was pretty funny. I wasn't gonna lie to her though, right? Shame. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe I would have answered differently if by then I had realized her character is a dinosaur. Maybe I would have been a little. I would have embellished a little bit. But I hadn't really. Hello, welcome back, Magla. This is. For all extensive purposes, this stream doesn't exist. I'm not gonna. Well, I'll leave the VOD on Twitch. But I won't upload it to YouTube. I'm just gonna this is just a practice stream. Whole point of this stream is just for me to practice. We're just gonna keep quiet. Be there to get wrecked, fans. Do you guys hold on, wait. Do you guys think I should talk like this the whole stream? Like I can talk like even softer, but it kind of requires a little bit more effort. I think this probably sounds, I mean, usually you'd have to pay for me to talk like. Maybe I'll try, like, maybe next stream I'll try to maintain this volume the whole stream. Let's just do that for the rest of this stream. This does take a little bit more effort than like the tone I was doing before. But do I sound like more pleasant when I talk this soft? I've said this before, but when I talk this soft, I have to limit how quickly I talk. Just like an exercise requires more effort at first and gradually grows easier. Oh no, I don't know if I could do that. ASMR is really slow. I hadn't even ever considered that, Pixel. That is kind of true. Wait, is ASMR inherently slowly spoken? Like, is that facts? Get a shock collar that activates when your mic goes past a specific volume. I'm not gonna play into your weird fetish, Pixel. Whatever that is, I'm not participating. I'm sure a lot of people would like that. But I'm not that submissive. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? I can hear it already. Soft speaking makes your mind go brr to keep up, but slow talking is calming. Wait, what? Soft speaking makes your mind go brr? Wait. Are you saying that soft speaking is actually not calming? I've heard some people speak softly or whisper, but still be chatting at a pace near their usual yapping speed. Really? I don't even know. I don't even know what I am anymore. I'm losing my ASMR identity. I think the way I'm talking now is probably the most akin, like the most analogous to ASMR. Because, like ASMR probably inherently shouldn't necessarily sound like regular conversation. I guess. I can understand slow talking be calming. Maybe I just need to frame it with that in mind. Like maybe I just need to talk with the goal that I should sound calming. I think that would be a good idea. Biology varies though, just like some can roll their R's and some can't. I mean, I can tell you guys right now that in order for me to maintain like what I'm doing at this very moment, I definitely would not be able to talk that fast. Or at least maybe I could, but it wouldn't sound very pleasant to combine this cadence with or this tone with like a fast speaking pace. Also, like when I was watching the pod, I sound like when I listen to my own voice, I sound like so nasally, don't I? Do you guys ever think that I sound kind of nasally? Don't tell me the truth. Does Felt sound nasally? So something I realized is that I probably shouldn't like. I think I need to restrict like what I drink when I'm streaming, because if I drink water or soda, like I get the urge to burp, and oh god forbid I burp during an ASMR stream. That'd be so embarrassing. Some want the triggers, some want the RP, some want the slow and smoothing. Okay, yeah. I guess it's more of a question of like, what do I want to do? And I guess I want to do the slow and soothing. Like I think that's what, yeah. I definitely don't do triggers. I could probably do the roleplay thing like reasonably well, but that's not the kind of content I want to make. I kind of just want to like, yeah, the slow and smoothing. Like I said, like my goal is to like people can use my stream to like relax or like fall asleep too. Okay, how are we doing on consistency so far? I think we're doing reasonably well. I'm gonna try my best to contain any sudden burst of laughter. I'm also afraid, like, if I don't, like, I'm kind of afraid if my ASMR doesn't, like, fit, I guess, like, the traditional definition of ASMR, that I'm gonna scare away, like, a lot of potential, like, connections. Like, maybe someone who's more experienced ASMR sees my stream and then just, like, leaves when they're like, oh wait, this is not ASMR. I'm out of here. He's just like false category in those late night phone calls where you have to keep it down, so they whisper there too. And the study, I mean, is it really deeper than just talking quietly and softly? Like, is there something there beyond that? Is there? I'm not sure. Oh, and another thing. I'm sure, like, my mic picks up all the nasty sounds in my mouth. I think it's like really gross. But I'm sure like a lot of people actually enjoy those sounds, I guess. When I listened to the VOD and I heard like my little like my lips smacking, I thought it was like so gross. I like cringed at my own like, what is this? Become a VTuber ASMR. Not watching this. I refuse to study how to do ASMR. I refuse. I refuse. I'm rejecting this on the principle, or on principle, that I will figure this out. It's realistic. A person knows what they're getting into if they're closer to the audio source. Person knows what they're getting into. Oh my god. Thank you for the raid, Shrimply Sushi. Usually there's an alert, but I don't play it on when I do ASMR for obvious reasons. How was your stream? Wow, this is kind of awkward because this is supposed to be a short stream. What were you doing? What were you playing? How did you find me? How did you find me? Like, I'm looking at your channel right now, and usually the people that raid into me are VTubers. Wait, oh wait, no, you are a shrimp tuber? But like, an actual shrimp? Nice. I think it's Kino. I'm trying not to laugh when I do these ASMR streams, and your PNG is not helping. Oh my god. It is peak, I agree, it's pretty peak. Like it's low pixel right now. You sure most of them are sound asleep? Really? How long were you streaming for? And again, how did you even find my stream? Like, I usually, okay, at least you're a VTuber, but I also would have expected, like, whenever I do ASMR, I typically only get rated by like other ASMR streamers. You found it. Okay, that makes more sense if someone else found it and like suggested it to you. You're the one who fried that rice. Killing me, you're killing me. Like, oh my god, I'm literally like pushing against my face to prevent myself from laughing. I was streaming for 5 or 6 hours, but we were also rated by another guy who was streaming for like 13 hours already. Oh. So like you think a lot of the viewers are just like carryover then? Like they actually just like fell asleep. So like the point of this stream, the stream before this, I was like a more traditional felt ASMR stream, but like I wanted to do another short stream to like practice keeping my volume consistent, because that's something like I really struggle with, especially when like I see something funny. And like I usually like when I'm doing regular like non-ASMR streams, I like burst into laughter. So like not being able to like fully express my laugh is like actually super difficult. Like it's like extremely difficult for someone like me who laughs a lot. Yes, are you the shrimp that fried the rice? Well, this is awkward now. I need to stream for like at least a little bit longer. I need to raid into someone to like transfer. I need to pass the torch along. I love all shellfish, but I think lobster is overrated. Maybe I've only had bad lobster, but like every time I eat lobster, it's like too tough. Like by comparison, crab meat is so much more tender than lobster. Crab got more variety for sure. But I don't like really eating like I don't really like I mean I like stuff like crawfish in of itself, but like stuff like crawfish and blue shell crab is like more work to open them than like you're being rewarded in the food. I guess they do say like things like that, like eating those things is more of a social activity, I suppose. Isn't eating in general a social activity? Right? Oh no. Oh no, I'm losing my ASMR. Re-enter the ASMR zone felt. Man, I am ASMR. Yes. No, I like I should go to bed. I really should go to bed, but like I was really peeved at myself. You guys didn't hear it, but I just burped. I like but I like closed my mouth. I like Okay, who is live right now? I think I saw Suji is live. How's your studying going? Yes. What the dog doing? I'm actually a fox, but I need to be up in 5 hours. God, I don't want to go to work. Oh my goodness. I have to go to work like everyone else. But like, oh man, I wish I could just like stream all day. At least like when I feel like it. Like, I've said it, like on the days I work, like the whole day is just like I'm busy, busy, busy from the moment I wake up to the moment I have a good day tomorrow. I mean, I'm gonna have a good day. It's like, I'm not worried about that. Coordinating the time. Well, on the plus side, tomorrow is my rest day, so I will actually have effectively a little bit more time since I don't have to go to the gym. I had that weird feeling like I was falling and that unfortunately woke you up. Oh, I haven't had that feeling in a long time. I do occasionally like get stuck in that sleep loop where it's like you like in the dream you're actually getting up out of bed and like it resets over and over and over and you keep thinking you're finally getting up but they're actually still in the dream. That's like really annoying. You hate the sleep loop. Facts. My homies hate the sleep loop. We put on the here. Let's. Well, next stream I'll use the pajamas the whole stream. Let's get a little comfy. Get a little comfy. The shrimp has gone eep. No. Good night, shrimp. Good night, Shrimply. Thank you for the raid. Although I can't say I'm doing much. At least I think I managed to like stay somewhat consistent during this stream. Thank you for the follow. Lately I used to play more video games on stream, but lately it's just been like ASMR, quote unquote, because I'm just like been kind of tired of video games. Crazy to say, I know. Also, I kind of want to get to know some ASMR VTubers. Like already a few of them have like stopped by my stream. Because like I said, it's kind of like a small community in terms of like the actual streamers that do it to their VTubers. I think this might be an untapped market, Pixel. You should totally do ASMR. This might be the secret tech to fame and fortune. Oh my goodness. The honors. I mean, I definitely get like a lot more exposure when I do ASMR versus I play like any other video game. That's just like a given. Like on a stream where I play a game, like I'm lucky if I even get like one follow. I feel. Like, I mean, that makes sense because usually I'm just buried under like everyone else. Let's see. Okay, we'll stop in like 10 minutes. I'll give you guys 10 more minutes. We're not uploading this VOD. This VOD never happened. This was a figment of your imagination. It was a figment of Wait, how do you? Oh, wait. You're already dozing off again? Are you committed to like staying awake, Yaz? Are you I think you might be like have you reached the point where like if you fall asleep, you might miss the exam? If this VOD resurfaces on the interweb, I'll eat 10 whole pizzas live. Unfortunately, I'm not that big yet, or I have like some schizo viewer secretly archiving every single one of my streams. Unfortunately. I think it'd actually be pretty great if someone like ran the YouTube channel for me so I didn't have to upload the VODs after every stream. That'd be pretty awesome. What is today? Well, I guess it's Tuesday now. Tuesday, innit? It's like that. You like that? Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you for the head patch. Guys, I might have to come to terms with. Oh man, I think. Oh my god, hi Flower, how have you been? How have you been? I'm actually about to. This stream isn't gonna be very long, sorry. Like, this is just a practice stream. I'm gonna end in like 5 minutes or something. I need. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I think I'm gonna like. I'm gonna have to like ask one of the actual like ASMR streamers to like review my VOD basically and like get their opinion if I'm actually just like not even really doing ASMR. But you know, yes, like the term ASMR is like open to interpretation, right? I guess. I mean, I will say everyone else's ASMR does sound like, well, I don't know. The music calms the voices. Wait, are you saying I shouldn't use the music? Thank you for the follow, Rero. Is the music like taking away from the stream? What are our opinions on that? Thank you for the follow, Mr. Pepe. Pepega. Is it good? I do get concerned that it's gonna get boring for people eventually, like, you know, hearing the same track over and over and over and over. Argo from Hit Anime Witch Hat, is that you? No. I've never heard of this person or the anime, I'm sorry. I am a felt tuba. And I'm a fox. I'm pretty, honestly, guys, I am pretty unremarkable. Like, yeah, no, I can't say like I particularly do anything well other than be silly. I guess I do that pretty well. Oh man. Maybe I should talk further away from the mic. The other thing is like just talking quietly, like, is like that's kind of artificial, right? Like talking quietly doesn't necessarily like improve the quality of your ASMR. It just like boosts the volume and it's like the same thing, right? So it's really not about like the volume which you speak at. Think. I was going to say this last time, but you're trying to get to sleep. Every time I got asked out, it was after months of talking a lot, really getting to be good friends without one romantic thought in your head. So as long as you're giving people the chance to know you, the love will find a great guy. Oh, Gal, I think you're giving me too much credit. I think you're giving me too much credit. Shouldn't sip. I was about to sip my soda pop, but I probably shouldn't because I know it's just gonna make me burp again. I don't even know why I opened it. Reminder to self, remind me to never ever drink soda when I'm doing ASMR. That's just stupid. It just doesn't make any sense. What the hell is that? What is this? Huh? What did you do? Wait, what is this, Pixel? How did you do that? What the fuck? Did you do that? What? What is that? How do you do that? What? What is that? I'm more romantic than you are? I feel like I'm more romantic than a lot of people. But I don't really express it in like so. I mean, I don't know how to turn off this no audio thing. Oh, thank you for the follow on Twitch, Otter. Oh, guys, are my laughs charming? Or are you just saying that to flatter me? Is that part of the felt experience when I like laugh like an idiot? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like some people might perceive me as being childish because I laugh too much. Or like, man, I wish I could be like cool and mysterious, but I can't. What if we're here right when I start napping? Hi, Chunky. Well, I'm actually not gonna stream much longer. Well, maybe a little bit longer because new people keep showing up. Maybe. And oh my, like, it's been a while since we've had Flower and Chunky in the same room. Two of my most loyal followers. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like, I don't know, like, you know what I should do? I should do like a challenge stream where I try to be nonchalant. You don't actually like it when you say that? Wait, what? What do you mean? Are you talking to Flower or are you talking to me? Yeah, like, I should do a roleplay stream, but the roleplay is Felt tries to act nonchalant. I wonder if I really locked in, if I could pull that off. It would be extremely difficult. Like, I would basically just try to be like kind of quiet and like super masculine. I guess. It would be like insanely hard for me to do, I think. Yeah, Pig's a real OG. Huh? Whatever. Start speaking with a deep southern drawl. You know, I actually listen to a bit of country music. And, you know, if I could do like a southern accent, I would probably like, I wouldn't be against like trying it. But like, no, I can't. It would just sound stupid. Like, of all the accents, I definitely can't do. A southern one is one of them. Unfortunately, your Texan, so it's natural for you? Oh. Cowboy vtuber maxing. I don't like, what accents can you do? None. I can do a pretty impressive Felt accent. How about that? I think my Felt accent is pretty good, if I do say so myself. Felt, what stuff you like in a romantic partner, or if you have a specific type, what's that? Okay, I think this is like a good enough topic to last the rest of the stream. So I've like thought about this, and I don't know, like I think to like the first thing you have to consider is like, and this is gonna sound kind of corny, but like, is what you want necessarily what you need? You guys think opposites attract? Like, is that like is there any like basis around that? Do opposites attract, guys? Um, what am I doing? I'm blanking, I'm blanking. Okay, sorry. I've spoken about before, but I know things can change. Yeah, I figured I must have answered this at least once before. I want $1 million in a relationship. Do I need $1 million? Yes, but I'm chilling with my wife. We both need $1 million. Okay, so like, why don't I answer this question in like two parts? What I think I want and what I think I need. So let's talk about what I think I need. I would like to think that like a good relationship is one where like you both help each other become better people. So like I guess the most obvious like analogy to that is, or sorry, the most obvious like interpretation of that is like finding someone that's good at all the things you're bad at. So like maybe, you know, what I need is a really outgoing person that like goes outside a lot and is really like sociable with new people, like really like pushes themselves out like outside of their boundaries, and like basically for them to drag me along everywhere they go and like by effect like make me do the same. I think that's like what I need. Now what do I want? Well, you know, I think I just want well, I really value something I realized recently is I put a lot of stock in like someone that is able to like maintain and like consistently thoughtful and interesting conversations. Like I don't want to have to feel like I'm running the show all the time whenever I talk to someone. I need someone that like spends enough time thinking about things that they can like thoughtfully talk about stuff, right? They need to have like beyond the surface level opinion of like things, if that makes sense. So I guess like I'd like a deeply thoughtful person. I think along those same lines, like I think that kind of implies intelligence. Like, you know, not that like I'm not saying like, you know, my partner needs to be smart or something, but like yeah, I do think they need to be thoughtful, which kind of like correlates to intelligence. I don't They need to be self-sufficient. They don't need to be a doctor or anything, but they need to be able to like, they were basically like independent before we met, right? Like I don't want there to be like any kind of like power dynamic when, you know, if I'm in a relationship with someone. We basically need to be equal and like from that point of view. What else? This is something that's like an ideal. I think like for me, one of the best like experiences in life is like laughter. I mean, you guys probably could have guessed that. Like I really like laughing. Oh, I think I kind of like wasn't talking very softly for a little bit. Okay, so anyways, returning back to like the super soft talking. Sorry, ASMR enjoyers. I kind of like became a bit less ASMR there because I like started talking quickly. Okay, so what was I even saying? Um, I would really, really love if my partner was like funny and like I have a pretty like, shall we say, unique sense of humor. Like things that would make most people laugh usually don't make me laugh because it can be a bit like cynical. That's not to say like I want my partner to be like super edgy, but like most of their jokes need to like, I don't know, they come from like, I don't know how to describe it, nuance. I really enjoy like a nuanced joke that has layers to it. Um, that doesn't necessarily mean like an intelligent joke or something like that. It's probably easier to find someone who can match your humor. I don't know. Well, here's the other thing, right? Unfortunately, like, it's not very like, when you think in terms of like traditional, like, uh, gender norms, generally speaking, a girl being funny is kind of at odds with her appearing feminine if we're talking about like regular gender norms. So, in that sense, I feel like a lot of girls like they probably like they'd probably do joke around a lot, but like they wouldn't portray that until maybe you get to know them a bit better. And that's just like a societal thing, I guess. Not in public, right? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Okay, hold on. We need to catch up on all the. We need to catch up on all the messages here. People can definitely enjoy how their different perspectives complement one another. Yeah, that'd be nice. It's either you can help each other in your specializations or explore new aspects of yourself. Um, Running the show was how you were in your last relationship. It sucked. Yeah, like it's completely possible for someone to be super into you, but like they just aren't good at like initiating things. Like that, I don't want that. Like, I want to feel like, and I assume most people want this. Like, you want to have like give an equal amount of effort to each other, right? Well, good luck, Flower. Good luck. If you think about it, successful couples complete each other, and it's just more noticeable when they're really different. The level of thoughtfulness and the bond you have is an understandable desire, which is something that you'll find out over the course of becoming friends. Yeah, good luck, good luck. What is this emote? Is this Cat's? Is Cat have... I didn't even know she had emotes of her model. Yeah, but, so, what else? I mean, I think it's important that, like, the person the person takes care of themselves, both mentally and physically. What else? You know, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if they were into like games and anime and stuff, but I'm starting to like not value that as much anymore. I mean, mostly because it's like I've already kind of lost interest in those things for a lot, or not like completely, but like it's more like God, like they don't play video games. What are we gonna do? And what do we even do all the time? Like maybe I'm just like a really like shallow person. Maybe I need to like get more hobbies. Well, asking someone out soon after meeting it turned out very well. Sometimes the things we want most develop as to learn to live life together as friends first. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I'm in at this point. Like, I'm not in the like. Oh, I need to, like. There's so many things I need to work on in my life that I'm in no rush to find someone. So, but yeah. Um. What else? I mean, I think I hit all the high points. Welcome back, Mr. Pepega. I think like the person I'm gonna like, this is not really like a desire, but I imagine the person I'm gonna be with is gonna be a bit more like alt. Like I can't. I really don't mean this in a pretentious way, but I don't think I could date a normie. Like, not because there's like anything inherently wrong with that, but it's like I just don't think our conversations would be very fulfilling for me. I really, really don't like. I don't think like I'm like any like better than anybody. Like, I'm generalizing. I think you have a point. Like, I do think I need to like. Sometimes I feel like I don't give people the time of day. Like I should be more open-minded towards people. I think. You don't like the flavorless people. Yeah, I think there's something like, how do I put this? Like, well, going back to what I was saying about cool and mysterious, right? There's like this, there's like this trope where it's like, the more disconnected you are from being an actual person, the cooler you are or something. And it's like there's so many people in public that like are just completely unwilling to express themselves. And like that's not what I want. Like I want someone that's like confident to like be a little weird, if that makes sense. Like I feel like for you to be a real person, you probably have something that you have an opinion of or enjoy or whatever. Like everyone should have like at least one thing that like other people would consider weird, right? Like basically I don't want to date someone that like is always playing it safe and like doesn't have any, for lack of better words, like seasoning to them. Like any depth to their like personality. There are many traits and likes and dislikes that someone may not show off until much later on, be it in due time. Yeah, that's fair, but like you can't like, I mean, people can only judge you based off of what you show them, right? So like really, you should, when it comes to like meeting new people, you should just be as true to yourself you can be as soon as possible. Because if you think about it, right, like whether the person is gonna find out like how you actually are now or later, so it might as well be now so you don't waste the time, right? But like I don't know, like when I use the term normie, I don't mean like just like people that don't play video games or something like that. I mean more so like people that don't have any like depth of character. like don't have anything that's like weird about them, or like all their tastes are like mainstream, for example, like they that basically like it gives the impression like they didn't really take time to like think things, like really deeply think about the things um that like they enjoy, or like they didn't really take time to like look at things beyond the surface level. And that's like a big generalization, but that's pretty much like what I'm getting at. On that note, some people have had bad experiences expressing themselves too much too soon. So especially these days, a lot of people wait until they really know you to show off that weird, because they aren't sure they can trust you with it yet. I mean, that's fair, but also like I said, like, you know, it you you shouldn't let your desire to want someone to like you shift how you behave around them in an act to get them to like you, right? Like that is like not healthy, I imagine. Um oh wait, I forgot. What was I gonna say? Hmm. Was something to do with what you just said, Gal. Sometimes people are in an environment where the norm lets someone get away without thinking more deeply. So it's actually meeting someone who differs that finally prompts them to dive deeper. That makes sense. I think I don't know. Oh wait, I was gonna talk about like cultural norms. Okay, so I'll give you an example, right? In America at least, when you like are engaging in like a professional conversation, right? You usually do a little bit of small talk before you get down to business. Like that's kind of like a very American thing, I think, or Western thing. Like you don't just like get right to business. You like, you like, how was your day? Blah 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 blah, and then you get to business. Um, there's something to be said about the same kind of dynamic when it comes to two people getting to know each other. Like in, I really hate this, but like in popular, or sorry, I guess I should say like in traditional, uh, like traditionally, like culturally, in the same way that you don't like get straight to business, you don't like, it's kind of, I guess, taboo to be like really open at the very beginning. I mean, I don't know, I guess that sounds kind of weird, but like, yeah, I hope you guys know what I'm getting at. Like, it's almost like when you meet someone, you're expected to like play it safe and do the small talk part as like the opening act, I suppose. Like I don't really, maybe the purpose is to like test the other person's social skills. Like I don't know. But like definitely like, obviously when you meet someone new, you're probably gonna like just have a pretty generic conversation most of the time. I'm not a big fan of that, but like I understand like, where that what role that plays in like additional social interactions. Logically, it does make a lot of sense to be upfront with who you are, but shyness and or seeing that it's better to get to know what someone is like so you can see them mature enough to handle certain side of you. Those are big forces to overcome. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. It's like, obviously it's easier said than done to be like, just don't care what, you didn't care what other people think about you. That's easier said than done. And to an extent, you can't really like how do I put this? Like not letting people like or not caring how people like perceive you is not an excuse to be like lazy about who you are. Like, if that makes sense. There you are, you little, there you are. Hello, Agamotto. Wait, have you been searching or something? Doubly so, since most of us here are talking about being with a woman, and as guys, we generally have an easier time being ourselves, even just from the way we're physically built. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of what I said earlier, right? Like, thank you for the follow. In like, in traditional culture, it's almost taboo for like a girl to be open from the beginning, because it's like at odds with like, for better or for worse, it's like in traditional culture, it's like at odds with like appearing like feminine. Like, I think it's, you know, whatever I get. Also, when you show your true side, someone who would accept it will be that way all the time. Won't be that way all the time. What do you mean? Well, maybe not most, but some of it. I don't even know. Yeah, see, like every time I have this conversation, I just like think like, yeah, I don't know anymore. I truly, like, I can sit here and like tell you in theory what I want, what I think I need, but like in practice, I have no idea. I just hope when that person does come along, it's painfully obvious. Please, God, when you send my soulmate my way, please make it painfully obvious that they're the one. Because otherwise, I'm gonna overthink the interaction. I'm like, I overthink everything. I think, you know, as a first step, you should just ask yourself, like, do I enjoy this person's company, and kind of just go from there. And it's not always about the traits someone thinks could be seen as weird/negative. Thank you for the follow, Ray Crimson. Sometimes a person knows there's one or more very appealing aspects to them, but has seen how people focus on that part of themselves too much if they don't introduce other important parts of themselves first. I think, oh, that is a good point too, I guess. Like, some people think like I don't take life seriously enough because like I'm always like laughing and smiling. Um, hmm, Sorry for the lack of grammar. You're tired. You're fine. A problem I had in my last relationship was when I was with my partner, I was chill and didn't be loud or joking. But when I was with three more people, I'd be loud and more jolly and joking. My partner didn't like that. I mean, to an extent, that makes sense, right? Like, you're not gonna act the same way around your friends than you will your partner, than you would your parents, you know? But like you would hope that the base is still the same, like the base of who you are. I think? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. You said you forgot to sleep? I didn't forget to sleep, I just couldn't sleep, and now I'm gonna go to work tired. Or, you know, maybe I'll be able to get through another entire day's worth of responsibility off of like no sleep. Like somehow I did that on Monday. Maybe I'll do that again on Tuesday. Who knows? Very simple example of this is being physically attractive or being very open to physical intimacy. That can snowball in the wrong direction, so many people really try to show off parts of themselves they need a friend/romantic interest to acknowledge before they finally feel comfortable showing off those more exciting traits. Wait, many people really try to show off parts of themselves they need a friend/romantic interest to acknowledge. Oh. Wait, are you saying you lead with the bad things? Is that what you mean? I think I joined in at a good time. I totally agree. It's hard letting go of people. It took me forever to get to where I am now. Where I am, like, thank you, next thing. What? It's hard letting go of people. I do, yeah, I think I talked about that at some point. Where I am now, where I am, like, thank you, next, thank you. The end of your sentence, like, I did not comprehend at all. Sorry. We're not really talking about like well, I mean, at least I'm not talking about like ending relationships with people. I was talking about that like earlier last stream. "5 a.m. is the best felt stream hours, I guess." No. But in the end, a lot of it comes back to something simple. The best foundation for romance is taking the time to really get to know each other as friends. I think that is definitely the more like traditional route. But I think it also, you kind of like have to align with like, some people prefer to like only become romantically interested in someone after they like know they would be a good friend. Some people kind of want to have like want to know immediately if there's like a romantic context there, right? Like, probably the former is like the more like the truer way, the more reliable way. But I feel like in like society these days is so transactional that like that's kind of like losing its place. Not lead with the bad, but the parts you think are most important that maybe can get overshadowed by things that appeal on a more surface primitive level. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. The end of that was part of a Ariana Grande song. I'm so sorry. My bad. I thought I heard. My bad. Oh. No, I was just talking. Dating apps make me want to eat a banana horizontally. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, I think that's pretty common advice, though. I mean, dating apps. So thank you for the follow, codename Crowbar. Dating apps are better than nothing, but not by much. Not by much. So, it's really just better to like put yourself out there in literally any other way. Like, I don't know. Unfortunately, like, the area I live in doesn't really have like a really big like gaming or anime culture. So it's a bit harder for me to meet people that are into those things. But you know, that's not to say like there aren't other things I would be interested in. Like, I would like to like join like a meditation group. That'd be cool. Really, there is no alt people in your college town? Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, I wouldn't say there's no alt people at all in like where I live, but like certainly they're a rarity, and it's a bit more taboo where I'm from to like be alt, like at least like outwardly. You could say it's all of humanity, the good and bad lessons. Some of them learned the hard way, so we don't have to, and just get to absorb their stories. I mean, people moving to big cities just to have like a more vibrant dating pool is like a very real thing. Like, it's not uncommon for someone to ask like, what's the dating scene like, like as they're considering moving to a certain area, right? I mean, to me that sounds a little strange, but like that's actually pretty common. I think? Question mark. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream at 5 o'clock, guys. gotta ask, what's your advice for a shy nerd to get himself out there? Because, well, I can say I'm happy single now. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll put myself out there. Ray, I would not be able to tell. You were asking the wrong person. I wish I could tell you, but I think you're asking the wrong person. I don't really know the answer to that myself. I mean, I guess you should I mean, you kind of need to first I would say you need to just be open to putting yourself being in public to begin with. I would say some good advice that my friend gave me is you need to some people naturally just don't look approachable, but you need to make yourself as approachable as possible. Just you don't want to look like that, if someone disturbs you, that you're gonna beat them up, something like that. You want to look inviting, and that can be as simple as just smiling more, and making eye contact, I guess. But also, this is something I need to do more. A really easy way to potentially spark conversations is just to wear apparel that kind of speaks to who you are. So, I'm a bit more shy, so I don't wear alt. I don't really wear alt clothes, but maybe I should. And maybe just wear a t-shirt with your favorite game or your favorite anime or your favorite band. And even that is in a sense putting yourself out there. Any way that you can express who you are in public is even if you don't explicitly say something, is a way of putting yourself out there. I think just wearing a t-shirt with a hobby or an interest is a pretty low effort way to potentially get something going. I've asked a girl out a week after meeting her, so quickly getting into romance can go well. Even after beginning to date, the key thing is to keep getting to know each other, but don't assume there's nothing more to learn. You're not a fan of people in your area? Me neither. I mean, they're not. The people that are around me, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just not like me. Wear a propeller hat in public. You like propeller hats? Or the thing looks cool that day. Yeah. Well, also my wardrobe is pretty limited. I really don't have a lot of clothes. Especially don't have a whole lot of expressive clothes. I'm gonna take this advice and remember it. Oh. I remember telling someone to try that once. Want that Souls playing PF or a Soul shirt when you visit the arcade or concert? Yeah. I mean, maybe that's where I'm from, or where I live, sorry. It's so rare to see that kind of thing that maybe I should do it, because I'd be able to bring out all the the hidden, nerds. You know what they say, right? The problem with introverts is that the people that are probably most compatible with them are introverts too. So you kind of have a, what was it, chicken before the egg problem or something, what is it? People you would be most suited for also don't really like putting themselves out there to some extent. Honestly, it's been a really long time since I've made a new friend IRL. I've made plenty of new friends online, but if I make a new friend these days, it's probably because they were already a friend of a friend. I really don't meet new people IRL in that sense. People around my area are also not for me. Not they are bad. It's just like you said, I'm a little different, and even the people who are into the games, animes, or shows I am are my friends from a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, I know there's people like me, like, no matter where you are, there's probably at least a few people that are into your same things. It's just like a matter of finding them. Fortunately, I live like 2 hours away from a really big city, so I'm not like completely hopeless. I go there for conventions sometimes. Okay, we should probably start like. I think I did a little bit better at keeping my volume consistent. Although I did catch myself talking like kind of loudly like a few minutes ago when I was reading the chat. So I don't know. I think I did better, but still haven't reached the point where I can like be consistent for the entirety of the stream. Like that's the other thing, right? Like not only do I laugh a lot, when I get like super absorbed in a conversation, I just yap. And like, obviously when I'm like more focused on like the conversation than like the tone I'm speaking it, I'm probably gonna be a little bit louder. Putting yourself in a space focused around one specific interest of yours can be helpful for meeting people who have common ground. There's summits IRL places like hobby shops where games are played, places like physical hobbies like rock climbing, fishing, hiking. There's also joining Discord servers for a specific interest, like a game you like, a fictional series. I will say, like more, like now more than ever, like that e-dating is like, the most prolific it's ever been. And I think that obviously there's a reason for that. Like people are spending more and more time online. And like that's naturally becoming like the medium through which a lot of people meet other people. Like that's not to say you can't like fall in love online. Like that's very possible. It's just more like a question of practicality. This is how I met my newest friend who invited me over pretty quickly from my perspective. Oh. I mean, yeah, for me it's just vtubing. It's like it's me streaming and hoping friends fall into my lap for the most part. Or like I raid into someone and bug them. Like, do you wanna be my friend? Please? Basically. Can you please be my friend? Please? Please? I know I'm not the biggest streamer, but like I'm a little cool. I think I'm a little cool. No. Don't date online, that'd be crazy. Well, I think it's more so like what Gao was talking about. It's like a lot more natural to make friends online, and then maybe you end up like developing feelings for each other or something. I do think it's kind of silly to like do the dating thing online. That is kind of dumb in my opinion. But in reality, it was months of getting to see what I'm like before later reaching out to befriend me. And sometime after that inviting me over. So as important as it is to get to know people, you're also giving others the time to get to know you. Oh man, I feel like... So I think, ironically, earlier I was talking about how like, I want to be like in conversations or relationships where it feels like, we're equally contributing to the conversation. But also, I think I just talk a lot. Like, I'm starting to think like maybe I could be better at like giving the other person the opportunity to contribute to the conversation. Like, does that make sense? Like, maybe like I should like let the conversation kind of slow down and see if they're like willing to like take initiative. I'm not for or against e-dating. I've seen how many people meet IRL following that. It's just that online you might meet people who are actually fairly close by too. Many have had this experience. Yeah. I'm not inherently against it either, but it's just like you need to be prepared for like if you do it, like you know, like there's a lot more risk to e-dating compared to IRL dating, and that's just something you have to be cognizant of, like cheating and like catfishing and like etc. Or like I think a common problem is like two people get into like a relationship online, but like one of them for some reason never actually like commits to like getting on the plane to meet the other person for whatever reason. Okay, like I'm sorry guys, I need to end the stream now. It's 5 o'clock. To be honest, like kind of like I restarted the stream because like, well, I kind of was still awake. I'm a little bit more tired now, which is a good thing. But yeah, but I also wanted to just practice being quieter. Okay, we need to find someone. We need to find someone. We need to find someone to raid. We need to find someone to raid. We need to find someone to raid. Bye flower, bye papega, bye gal. Hopefully I can catch a stream next week to say how it went. Oh yeah, please do share. I'm wishing you the best of luck. Okay, well naturally we need to find another ASMR streamer. Naturally, I hope I can find one that's just like talking softly. Yeah, they're really like, I'm telling you guys, like, okay, I can count like right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's only 18 ASMR VTubers right now. And I think at least 3 of them are like AFK, or like their stream has been going for like an absurd amount of time and they're not actually there. So like, yeah, no, guys, I'm gonna become a professional ASMR artist. I'm gonna tap into this market, this unsaturated market. I don't know if I should raid into someone that's doing tingles. I feel like that's a bit too different from what I'm doing right now. But that's probably still better than raiding into someone that's just doing a regular stream. Person raiding the game. I don't suppose anyone here has recommendations for ASMR streamers to raid. I think most of my like regular viewer base doesn't watch ASMR outside of me. I assume. I could be wrong about that though. You can name 18 of them? Wait, really? God dang. Didn't realize you watch so much ASMR. What the heck? What the flip? What the flip? Let's go back. Yeah, like I said, like at least 3 or 4 of these streams, the streamer isn't even actually there. They're just like, I don't even know. Is it like just playing on a loop? I'm not sure. I really don't know. As a final note, interacting with others in general slash IRL, general chat in the server, as opposed to only talking to them at 1v1 or in DMs, gives them a chance to see how you treat people in general, to see how you act when you might not realize they're seeing you. So this can build people's trust in you as well, to see your amicable, amicable, when more than just them. That is true. I honestly should like keep that in mind more, I feel. Guys, if someone comes to your chat and asks you if you like dinosaurs, say yes. Don't question it. Don't answer truthfully. Just say yes. Sorry. I just thought that was so funny. I kept that in mind as soon as you heard her. I was watching the VOD and she was like, I don't know if she was just trolling, but like she said she was upset. And she probably wasn't being that serious. Like I didn't mean to like upset her. I hope I didn't come off as like judgmental when I just said I didn't like dinosaurs. Like that's like I said earlier, like just because you don't like something doesn't mean you dislike it. Maybe that was lost in translation. These might seem like specific strategies for getting to know people, but they're just observations on why people open up to me unexpectedly, learning in retrospect. You know, I agree. I do think, Gal, you're like a very genuine person that agrees with me. In what sense? Badge. Oh well. Let's see if we can find. Maybe I'll raid a gaming stream if like they're not super loud. Let me put my headphones on real quick. Ooh, she is definitely not quiet. I could say that much. That's not gonna work. Oh, god dang it. Pixel, get into ASMR. So I have more people to rate. Wait, is she drawing? Okay, no. This cannot end up like the one stream where I literally, the stream lasted like an extra hour because I was trying to figure out who I should raid. That is not going to happen again. No, sir. I will not allow that to happen again. Oh. There was this one soft-spoken streamer, but she's ending stream. Oh god. Maybe I'll just raid Suji. She's kind of quiet. What is she doing? I raid the Cosmic Connie. I think I found it. Yeah, I agree. Maybe, okay. If we can't find an ASMR stream, then we'll have to look in the just chatting category, I suppose. You guys are not, the world is not ready for felt puppy BFE. The world would explode. Okay. Okay, though you guys are not, I cannot like, it would put humanity at risk if that kind of power was released. I think. Who's this? Oh. Ah, this is... I'm ready for the planet's explosion. Please release the video and make big money. No. I will not. I refuse. I refuse. The honors. Wait, what? There's really not even that many people doing ASMR. What the heck? This is hard. Maybe I can find a comfy art stream. Okay, let me see if I can find a comfy art stream. There's some VTubers that like do art and like in just chatting, and they talk so they talk so softly that it might as well be ASMR. Basically. Okay, I think we found something. I think we found someone that's like not super loud. Alright, wait, I think this is our best bet if I don't want to be searching for another 6 hours. Okay, I'm actually gonna go to bed this time. Good night, everyone. Or at least I'm gonna attempt to go to bed. Everyone, please send me your best wishes. Have a good day, good night. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We are going to use the ending graphic because it's cute and I never get to use it because I always forget. Bye Gal, bye Mr. Papega again, bye Pixel again.